and welcome to A's Linguistics. This channel is about all things linguistic. So let's see what we've got today. So what is a noun? So the first property of nouns in English is that they can be made into possessives by adding apostrophe s. For example, John is a noun. Then you would ask me, how do you know it's a noun? I would say because I can add apostrophe s to it and say John's siblings. Or you can even sometimes do it with objects. You can say the book's cover. It's less frequent to do it with objects, but still is possible. Usually you would say the cover of the book. But yes, you can say the book's cover. The second property is nouns, most nouns which are countable, they can have two different forms in terms of number, singular and plural. For example, if you ask me, how do you know dog is a noun? I would say because you can pluralize it and say dogs. What about child? You can say children. It's irregular plural, but it's still plural. You see, this definition is based on morphology, because it has to do with the structure of the word, right? Another property. In English, a noun can be the main word in a phrase and immediately preceded by a determiner or adjective. For example, a box, an empty box. So here it's immediately preceded by a determiner or preceded by an adjective here, an empty box. Extra information about nouns. If nouns are used as a subject, there must be agreement between the subject and the verb. For example, you can say, another feature, there is agreement between demonstrative determiners, this, that, these, those, but not between adjectives and nouns. For example, in English, you can say this person or these people, but adjectives do not. For example, you don't say great people, you just say great people. But this is how I told you that definitions can be language specific, because in French and Spanish, for example, if you use a plural noun and it's qualified with an adjective, the adjective has to be plural as well. I say a small dog, small dogs, but you don't say smalls dogs. So here in Spanish, there is agreement between adjective and noun, but in English, there is none. Keeping these things in mind, you can identify a noun in English, but I give you some extra information about nouns. Here, for example, the word king is a noun here because it is qualified with the determiner, you see? So if I give you a sentence and I ask you to label the words, you would say king is a noun because it is preceded immediately by a determiner. What about he's a student of mathematics? Again, a student is a noun because it is preceded immediately by a determiner, right? Thanks for your time and attention, and see you again soon.